Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today I am sitting here before you with really not much on my face. A little bit of color corrector, my brows are done. But that's it, because I want to do a brand spotlight where we can get ready together and talk about HAUS LABS by Lady Gaga. You know, I have some of my favorite products here. I don't have every product the brand makes, but almost every product and my favorites. And I just want to talk to you a little bit about how the brand is progressing. Now, we do know that HAUS LABS started as HAUS Laboratories, and they sold at that time over on Amazon. And since then, they've kind of pulled back and regrouped and relaunched with Sephora here in the US. And Lady Gaga is integrally involved. And to me, this brand is really representative of Lady Gaga's music. Why? Curated. And the releases are slow enough, but there's a lot of variety. What do I mean by that? There'll be one release, but the shades, there's so many shades. So rather than overwhelming us with products, it's kind of slow, simple, curated releases that are really creative and inclusive, which is really what Lady Gaga and her little monsters are about, right? Okay, so I thought we would talk about it and try on as we went. Like I told you, I just have a little color corrector on and my brows are done. The color corrector, of course, on the Dark Pits of Despair, you know that. Okay, so let's start with the foundation. Now, in all of these products, HAUS LABS uses what's called fermented arnica. And arnica is like it's like in the sunflower family, and when it's used often in skincare, it's to soothe muscles and calm down inflammation. So in makeup, it's kind of a new buzzword in a lot of makeup and skincare because it's really nice for calming and soothing the skin. And so many of us have redness and complexion issues that are irritated by pollution, by too many skincare products and things like that, stuff we eat, right? So most of these products actually, in fact, pretty much all of them have fermented arnica in it. It's kind of a staple of the line, including this Triclone Skin Tech. Now, this foundation, there's actually something new to talk about here, which was another reason for that video. This foundation comes in 51 shades, which I think beats even Fenty. I talked about inclusivity. I have shade 210 Light Medium Neutral, but the shade was a bit tricky. This is $48 when you buy this at the store, and I did go in store to get matched because the shade match was a tough one to do online. So props to the brand. They have introduced, I'll put in a photo there, a really cool feature that's free, actually. I think it used to be $12, but it's free. I'll link it down below. It's free. You just pay shipping, and they'll give you 3 nice deluxe size samples. So you can choose whether you want like fair or light medium, medium. So they'll give you 3 within that grouping. A nice amount of product, a really nice sample. Nothing you're scraping off a card or anything, really usable samples in 3 different shades in the color choice that you choose or in the family that you choose. And that allows you to then purchase the actual foundation and feel more secure in your purchase because the brand knows that so many of us are making our foundation purchases online. And it stops people if they're worried. Here in the US, we can return, but it's never a good feeling. It's confusing, it's a hassle. So I think that's kudos to them for doing that. When you actually do purchase, it is $48. I got matched in store. Not everybody lives near a store, right? So, you got to remember that. Some of us are in cities where we're surrounded by Sephora's and some of us have quite a trip. So let's go ahead and put this on together. This, again, is the $48 210 Light Medium Neutral if you're my shade twin or if you always run about my shade. And I'll show you this on. I do have a video on this that I reviewed this product when it was first released, of course. It is a favorite. This is a very well-loved foundation and used by a lot of people and a lot of makeup artists. So we're just going to put this on all over my face and then continue on talking about the HAUS LAB products. So that's just a very light layer, and I honestly feel more put together already. It's a very nice kind of traditional foundation, long wearing, doesn't crease, doesn't get into fine lines or accentuate pores. I really very rarely hear bad reviews of the Triclone Skin Tech. And that new system, I will link that below, where you can order 3 shades for free, just pay shipping. Thank you, HAUS LABS. What a great idea. More brands should do that, and they are taking the cost on that. You're just paying for shipping, so pretty cool. Again, very much in keeping with the inclusivity and kindness and welcoming nature of Lady Gaga herself. Okay, let's look at the Bio Blurring Talc-Free Loose Setting Powder. Now, I really put my money where my mouth is with this product. If you have asked me about loose setting powders, I promise you, I've recommended this to you. I really like it. It has a netting, and a lot of people don't like the netting because they find that messy. I don't take this out and about with me anyway, so I don't care. And what I like to powder, I don't have an oily complexion, but I'll tell you, this is my absolute favorite for powdering underneath the eyes. It makes sure that nothing gets, really nothing creases. I'll even do the lids a little bit with it, and it just takes away any creasing issues and anything like that. It's a real favorite of mine ever since I got this, and I do in between the eyes and I do around the nose. The places where I'm sniffly and whatnot, and my foundation will crease or my concealer will crease if I let it. And so those are the places that I powder, and I just think this is a superb one. Like I said, my money where my mouth is, I definitely recommend this one. What shade? I'm in Neutral Peach here, but it does come in 5 different shades. They're fairly translucent, so you really can't go wrong. And this is a $38 product. Okay, moving along at breathtaking speed, we are now going to look at the bronzer. This bronzer comes in 12 shades. And let me just tell you already, a bronzer in 12 shades. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Does any other brand do that many shades of bronzer? So I picked up Light Level 4. This is a $38 product, and all the products come in this kind of beautiful, nice protective casing, a nice mirror. They really have curated this brand quite well. So like I said, this is Light Level 4, but 12 shades of bronzer? What? So let's go ahead and just warm up my face with the Light Level 4. This is a very light bronzer for me, but you know I like that, guys, because I like to just kind of warm up my complexion. I even go onto the cheeks, and I'm going to take an eyeshadow brush here and even put some in the eyes. So we're awaiting, I know it's going to be coming. It's got to be coming soon. We are awaiting a release on shadows. It's got to be coming soon. I don't have any insider knowledge or anything, you guys, but it's got to be coming soon. I love bronzer on the eyes, though. So to me, I don't mind if they don't have that product yet. Blush, bronzer on the eyes, it's one of my favorite things. So as you see, I've merely warmed up the face with it just a little bit, but 12 shades on a bronzer must be complimented. That's pretty amazing. Let's talk about the highlighter. So this is the Bio Radiant Gel Powder Highlighter. It's a very cool product. There are 10 shades in this. I brought out the shade Sunstone because I wanted to show that to you guys. And it's just kind of a really different, pretty golden shade, but there are 10 shades of a highlighter. I mean, Pat McGrath has released so many highlighters. Is she up to 10 shades? Maybe she is, but slowly. That's what I'm trying to tell you as I put this on just a little bit. Give myself, we're going to go with kind of an orange golden glow today for this look. Those are the shades that I chose. But even Pat McGrath kind of didn't release them. I like the fact that HAUS LABS released one. Bam! It's like one product in that many shades, and occasionally they add some shades in, of course. But I just really like the way they curate the line. Just bam, here's a bronzer and there's 12 shades. Bam, here's a gel highlighter and it's 10 shades. I don't know, I like the philosophy behind that. So things are coming together with this look. Let's talk about the blushes. Now, these blushes only come in 4 colors, but I like them. They're very powerful. This is the Color Fuse Talc-Free Powder Blur. And I want to show you these kind of very trend-worthy shades, really bright trend-worthy shades. But unlike other brands where the really bright blushes can kind of take over the look, these can actually be really subtle. If you use a gentle hand, they're easy to apply gently. And since we're doing kind of an orange-based look today, I chose the Pomelo Peach. Now, that highlighter that we had looked at is $48, and this is $38. So this Color Fuse Talc-Free Powder is $38, and we're going to use this really pretty Pomelo Peach shade. Look at that there on the brush, tapping gently a bit off, and let's just use a nice fluffy Wayne Goss brush to apply it just up here on the cheeks. And again, like I said, we're doing kind of an orangey look today. Sunshiny golden orange look I thought would be nice for the summer and the heat that we're having here in California. And I just really love, I overemphasize so you guys can see the shade, but I just really love how innovative and interesting the shades are. And as you see, it's really bright, but it doesn't take over my face. Like I feel a lot of the really dark blushes can kind of intimidate a lot of people because they become so powerful. And as you see, even over applying, it took me a lot to do it. I like that. And let me take that eyeshadow brush that still has my bronzer on it, and let's just apply a little of this on the lids just so we can go with that, like I said, kind of sunshiny or sunset, I should say, look. That's really what I'm going for. And already look at how things are brightening up and coming together. I could even take a little bit of that pretty peach and just kind of put it across the nose. I could have done that with the bronzer too, just to look like I've been kind of out in the sun. But I haven't, because the sun is not our friend. Okay, so that's the blush, and again, all of these products are so well received. All right, I'm going to stop now and put on a little bit of eyeliner, and then I'm going to come right back. Okay, look at how this look is coming together, and so quickly. I know I'm quick anyway with my application, but look at how quickly I'm able to just kind of pull this together, even using these shades on the eyes as well. And in fact, let's dip back in to the highlighter. And now that I have some eyeliner on, let's put a little bit of the highlighter shade that I have on my tip tops of my cheeks, the high points of my cheeks. Let's even put a little bit of that in the inner corner and right dab in the center. And we're really just kind of bringing the eye look together. Let's move on to lips now. This is where HAUS Lab is really killing it. So HAUS Labs has this Le Monster Lip Crayon. Now there's 17, that's right, 17 shades of this. And I brought out the Maple Matte today, but I just need to give a plug to the Melon Matte. It doesn't really go with our look today. I'm kind of going with more apricot-y orange sunset shades, but this Melon Matte is the prettiest, most flattering pink shade. If I could just show it to you there. And if I like to do this with that pink blush. Oh my God, it's so pretty together, you guys. With her pink shade, her really bright, bright, bright pink shade. If you see those here together, that is so pretty together. It really is. So I just had to give a plug for that. But today, since we're going a little more orange, I am going to line with this, and then on the lips itself, we're going to use her PhD Hybrid Lip Oil. But let's go ahead with the lip crayon, 17 colors. This is Maple Matte. So she released a bunch of kind of like neutrally nudes, and this is kind of in the middle of it. They are $22 each, and they work as a lipstick, but since they're pointed, they also work as a liner. So let's line. All right, so I used it as a liner. I do that a lot, but you can also fill in the lip because they're really creamy. It's not a waxy liner, I will admit that. Now, the very popular feature of this brand, all of the products are quite popular, but one of them that's always killing it is this PhD Hybrid Lip Oil. These two were sent to me by the brand. I bought everything else on this table, and I am personally a fan of the brand, but they were kind enough to send these out to me, so I thank them so much. All of my other PhD Hybrid Lip Oils that I have purchased from Lady Gaga, from House Brand, have been stolen by my daughters. That's just how it goes. But I do have these two, and until they find out, maybe I can hide them, but I bet they'll find them. Now I'm holding both of these up because now this is a new introduction. Not only are they now newly sending out for free the samples of the foundation, we also have the hybrid lip oil, believe it or not. This is a little guy, but we have a smaller size. So the smaller size is only $14, and right now comes in 2 shades. This really popular sheer pink shade. This is what I had in the bigger. Love it. Stolen. Bought myself another one. Stolen by the other child. But the larger shade is $24, and I think this is such a good lip oil / gloss and so comfy. I just go ahead and buy the big ones, but I wanted to show you the difference, and for it to throw in a bag or a gym or whatever, this is really nice. So let me just show you. This one here is called Secondary. And it's kind of, as you see, an orange shade. I would swatch it for you, but swatched, it's so transparent, I don't know if you'll tell. So let's just go ahead and put this on. Really nice shaped wand, easy to use on the lips. And we're gonna put this on having lined with the Maple Matte. It brings out the orange and the maple, as you can see, and kind of allows that lip line that I did, that's so creamy lipsticky, to just meld with the oil. And it ends up looking like more than just a liner. Even though this is a very translucent, I will show it to you, but even though this is a very translucent oil, see what I mean? You can barely see it there. When you combine it with the creamy liner, it kind of makes basically a lipstick shade that I think is even more subtle than lining and filling in the lip. So we were able to put together a look so quickly with one brand that I can now get out the door. I have a ton of things I'm doing today. I don't know if you guys heard, I said this on my live. My mother fell and broke her arm in many places. She has her surgery today. So by the time you see this video, hopefully all will be well and good. But this is my look for today. I just need something simple. So I'm heading out the door now in this look from top to bottom with HAUS LABS by Lady Gaga. I believe in the brand, and I'm kind of excited because I think now that they've got these base products ready, I think now is where they take off and fly, and we're going to start, I feel we're going to start seeing really fun things from them. And I definitely thank them for sending me out these lip oils. How did they know that my daughters were going to steal them? I urge you, especially if you don't live close to a Sephora here in the US, I urge you to take advantage of that really cool foundation thing they've got going. I really enjoy the brand. I've enjoyed every product I've purchased by them. So I would love to know your thoughts. After all, that's what makes us a community. What is your favorite HAUS LABS product? What do you like? What do you love? Were you disappointed by anything? Tell me everything. We need to chat in comments. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. And if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe to this channel so we can continue to grow. Come and say a big hello over on Instagram, TikTok, and now on Threads. And don't forget that you can become a bigger member of this community by becoming a channel member. We have all sorts of member privileges and weekly gossipy members only lives and all sorts of fun. So we'd love you to join that crew as well. But in any way that you choose to be here, please know that I'm just thrilled to have you. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye-bye.